Have you ever worried that at some point people are going to realize that you don't know as much as they think you do, that you're going to be discovered as a fraud, unworthy of the success that you've achieved? Well, if you do, you're not alone. In fact, you join the ranks of many extremely accomplished and capable people. You know, the term imposter syndrome was coined to describe people, generally high achievers, who worry that at some point they're going to be exposed as an imposter, as a fraud. They're going to be unmasked as not knowing as much as people think, of not being as worthy of the success that they've achieved. And so if you've ever struggled with that, I just want to share a few things that I hope will help you to quiet that little monkey voice in your mind that continually has got you worried about being exposed. Firstly, you know, be careful not to diminish where you are in your success by talking down how you've got to where you are. You know, I particularly hear women do this, that we tend to attribute our success more to good luck or a helping hand. Oh yeah, well I just got lucky and I landed this role. Or yeah, this person helped me get it. Well, a lot of people get their roles because someone helped them get it or put in a good word. You know, so really own your success. You worked hard, you are talented, you have given up a lot and you've put your heart and soul into where you are, so own that, don't talk it down. Secondly, beware of making negative comparisons. You know, our comparisons so often leave us feeling less than in some way. So often we compare our insides with other people's outsides. We know we're paddling furiously underwater and they seem to be doing it with grace and ease, and we go, oh, you know, heck, I'm working so hard. What is it that I don't have that makes it so hard for me? Or we compare our weaknesses with other people's strengths. So we look around at others and go, oh, look, they're so brilliant with the numbers, or they're so great with design or strategic thinking. But all the while they're looking at you thinking, oh, you're so creative, or you're so wonderful with people, you're such a great collaborator, or whatever it is. So be careful about those comparisons, including the one where you compare where you are now against people who've been in the game so much longer than you, and you go, oh, look at them, they're so successful, they've sold so many books, they make this much money, they look at the size of their platform, look at the size of their business. You know, they started out somewhere and they were trying to figure it out early on too. So be very wary of those comparisons. They very rarely leave you feeling like you're enough, and often they leave you feeling exactly the opposite. Focus on running your own best race. And finally, don't let your fear of being found out keep you from going after what it is that excites and inspires you. Don't dial down your ambition for fear of being exposed. In fact, it's only when you dare to put yourself out there in situations where you do risk exposure, where you do risk being found out as inadequate, that you come to realize that the only thing you really had to be afraid of is that little imposter, that fearful voice inside your head that was saying, don't do it, you're not enough. People will realize, because it's only when we really do risk exposure that we discover that we are more than enough, that you have everything it takes, that you are absolutely worthy of the success that you have. And so I don't want you not to enjoy the success that you have because you're constantly looking over your shoulder. I've had so many people, clients and people I meet when I'm out speaking, share with me that, yeah, they're waiting for someone to realize, why did you get this job? Or how did you get to be where you are? And, you know, Margaret Chan, the head of the World Health Organization, Kate Winslet, I can think Don Cheadle, Maya Angelou, she said, you know, I've written so many books, I'm still waiting for people to realize that I'm not that good a writer. And so many people who are accomplished have had this struggle. You are not alone. In fact, you know, imposter syndrome is the domain of the high achiever. So, but it's those of us who aspire to do great things that can be so hard on ourselves and so focused on what it is that we don't yet know, what we haven't yet mastered, and versus all that we do know and what we have mastered and what we have accomplished. So take it, get off your own back, own your success, enjoy it, and really also encourage others to own theirs. Take care.